Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelita Sahliah. If you are new, if you are not, then welcome. Over here I share my perspective and my lens on how I view reality, our realm that we share together collectively. I'm a mother and I dabble in crypto as well, so that's me. But anyway, over here we're focused on astrology in this segment, but not mainstream astrology, not tropical, not sidereal. It's not like that. We just look at the sky. It's as simple as I can put it. We take that wisdom and look at the sky and see what's actually happening above our head instead of just paying attention to a circle drawing. So welcome. This video is recorded, as you can see, because it's going to be my daughter's birthday. She's turning 3, so I'm recording this video. And you know, unfortunately I did, because of the transits happening this week, I did actually want to have a collaboration. I wanted to have a collaboration, as my son is trying to put his thumbs up. But I wanted to have a collaboration with someone, and long story short, they blocked me. They've blocked me. So I appreciated their explanation of Cetus, but unfortunately that's not going to happen, because I'd sent a whole email and then I realized afterwards that I was blocked. So I was a little annoyed with that, because I told, like I said, like, oh, it's my daughter's birthday and stuff, and I'm like, it's a bit rude to not even reply and be like, you know what, no. Like, even if it's just a hard no, that's fine. But to kind of not reply after I've opened up and we've had a conversation, but then you can also view my page, it's a little creepy, to be fair. It's a little creepy, and I got a bit creeped out, was it yesterday, because an email from that particular person popped up. I was like, oh, I need to unsubscribe. So I unsubscribed. I was like, nah, nah, unsubscribe. So, you know, unfortunately, I'm still taking my own wisdom and a little bit of what I got from this lady, because it was interesting. But in essence, we're just basing it off my wisdom. You know what I mean? Because I don't really understand how anyone's going to try and limit the sky and put a cap on the sky. But that's her business. That's her business at the end of the day. I'd rather, if you can block me but still view my page, I don't want no email or nothing. I don't want to see your face, to be fair. I don't want no fragment of you in my reality. So, with that being said, without further ado, let's get into the transits from this week. From the 5th of February till the 5th of February. Oh gosh, we're in February. Guys, people, we're in Feb. So the 5th of February till the 11th of Feb. So also, people, remember your calendars. How would you like it? Would you like February and March for free, people? Would you like it for free? If you do, like the video and comment, or definitely like the video. Let me know, because you could have this, not the whole thing, but from January, February and March, you can have for free. I'm giving it out for free, so do let me know if you'd like that. But these are the transits for this week anyway. A big focus on the Cetus energy. Bear with me. Yes, so there is a big focus on the Cetus energy today, because obviously, as I says, I really wanted this to be a whole collaboration type of thing, but that's fine. So these are the positionings of the luminaries, and well done to me, because when it was my son's birthday and I pre-recorded, I forgot to put the whole board and I was talking, silly me, but well done for me for, you know, leveling up. So the sun on the 5th, the sun will be in Capricorn, the moon will be in Cancer, then moving into Leo. Mercury is still in Sag, Pluto is in Sag, Mars is in Taurus, Venus in Capricorn, Jupiter will be in Pisces, Lilith is in Leo, Saturn is in Capricorn, Uranus, Aries, Neptune, Aquarius, and Fortuna, Scorpio. So they will be the positionings of the light luminaries on the 5th, and then the transits, which we're going to focus on the 4th. Is it the 4th? Bear with me. I'm so I'm like organized but also not. So bear with me. It's the 6th. And you know what, I'm doing that and I've got the whole calendar right in front of me. We're getting there. We're getting there. So on the 6th, I don't normally write this way, Jupiter enters Cetus. I can't really draw Cetus. It's kind of like a whale. It looks a bit weird. Can you see? Oh, hopefully that can see. So that happens on the 6th. We'll just go through the transits and then the moon. We'll go through all of it, you know. Mercury is touching into the Capricorn on the 11th. And then the moon movements is literally just one, so I'm saying it now. Usually I go through it afterwards. The moon movements on the 8th. So coming to the end of the week, we're going into Virgo. So Cetus, let's get back to Cetus. So the first thing I thought of to kind of get a better knowing and understanding of the Cetus energy, when was the last time Cetus was in, no, Jupiter was in Cetus? So we recognize Jupiter as the planet of expansion, don't we? Also, make sure you stay in tune to get a more in-depth decode to literally look at the chemical elements of Jupiter and Cetus, because videos of them will be coming out in my mini decode series. But in essence, Jupiter is the planet that is expansive. It's the lucky planet. It's known as, in mythology, it's Jesus or Jesus is that character, and it is the expansive one. I see connection. It's based around like the number 5 as well, so I see that as the 5th dimension, which is etheric, which is the connection of all the ether. So that's how I see Jupiter, as it's the connection. It can expand you in areas, but it can also expand and amplify areas of, like, say, substances and things like that. It can do both. It can do both. It can expand in both directions of the energetic spectrum, whether that's positive or negative, basically. So that is Jupiter's properties. It's expansion, luck, it gives. And Cetus now. So what is Cetus? Cetus I see as alchemizing, an alchemization process. It is the final, like, okay, this is what I need to do to transform, or this is my transformation. But also linking to the mythological story. Cetus, the sea monster, got defeated. Cetus was killed. So I also incorporated some of that, as well as like my gematria breakdown. But please watch that video for that, because I can't fit it all into this. So I see potentially.
There's 2 o'clock here.
It's next to it. It's next to it. Yeah, 14. 14's 2 o'clock. Yeah, that's how it goes on digital clock. So if mommy looks at her phone now, it's 11. When it gets to after 12, it will turn to 13. So mommy will show you on the phone. So so I incorporated that knowing to be like, okay, there could be possible moments where you feel defeated in this energy, and within that defeat, essentially, that's stepping away from the old, it's becoming the new. So it's like, okay, this happened, I am transmuting and changing these energies within me to help it benefit me. So with that being said, I wanted to say the times when when Jupiter was last in Cetus, and that would help us to know. So as I read out the dates, have a ponder in your mind at what happened during your life during them periods, and I'm going to explain mine, but you have a wonder at yours as well, because that's all that matters, your own personal hologram. Well done. Your own personal hologram is all that matters. So think about what was happening in your life during them times. It will be up on the screen too, but I'm going to read it out. So the last time Cetus Jupiter was in the Cetus star constellation was from the 25th of June to the 31st of August 2022. That's the last time Jupiter was in Cetus, and before that it was the 25th of February 2011 until the 1st of March 2011. And then before that, Jupiter was in Cetus from the 14th of March 1999 to the 24th of March 1999. So the first thing I want to point out before I get into what was happening for me in this Cetus energy was that the time scale is definitely more now. That's the biggest thing I've noticed. Not only that, but we'll be entering Cetus twice in this period because
like that. Okay.
Is it the same one?
The thing.
Don't worry. Do the add and plus in then. See the red numbers I've written is add and plus. You think you can do that with your fingers again? Think you can do that? Yeah.
With this.
Yeah. So we're having Jupiter retrograded, and because of that, that's why we're entering Cetus twice. So that's also quite interesting that it's happening around this time. And then not only that, but the periods before, Cetus was only in there for what? 25, 26, 27, 28. 4 days, 4 to 5 days. Please do it on there, don't write on the chair. If it's too much, it's okay. It's okay. Just let mommy finish, yeah? I will help you with that. I'll help you. Just let me finish recording, yeah? So it was in there for 5 days in 2011, and then it's like it was only in there for 10 days. In 1999, it's so weird not even saying 20 anymore, but in 1999, and that was the last time Cetus was there. Before that, it was before I was born, so I was like, probably no need to check that. There's no need to check that. But I think when I'm doing like the whole Cetus vibes, I'll probably mention it, but obviously I know we're only focusing on Jupiter touching it. Don't move the camera. Yeah, it moves it, sweetheart. But Zaya, allow me to just record, yeah? I'll answer all questions afterwards that you have about the camera. So, yeah, so have a ponder. During 1999, I was in primary school. I was definitely in primary school, and what was happening round about then, I don't really have much clue. But in 2011, during this period, again, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have much clue. I know I was in college during then, and during college, I'm not really, how can I put it? I know that was my first year in college, so it was kind of like just getting used to college at that point. It was just like, okay, this is kind of who I need to be. So I see and nothing really happened that year. A lot of like crazy stuff happened after that period, so maybe I was changing and transforming. I don't know, but I don't really remember that time. However, the period of time from June to August, that's the longest it's ever been in there since like the past few years, you know what I'm saying? Past 1999 anyway, I don't really know after that. So it was in there for a long time. So I was just like, okay, what was happening during that time for me? And a lot happened during that time. So I kind of wanted to, okay, so one thing I remember when I was just like, oh, how did I feel during that time? I was so happy. I started to write down my observations and reflections of what was happening. And I basically wrote like, the moon was in Cetus. So thankfully I wrote down what I was feeling. But this is in August. This is in August. It started end of June. So how I was feeling the end of June was I felt like, wow, I've really stepped into the direction of how my life would like to be. So I began having monthly massages. I was treated to a Lush massage in May for my birthday, and then when June came around, I was like, oh, okay, I found someone who was mobile, and I managed to get a massage then. I was feeling extremely, how can I put it, extremely happy. Very activated. I was very activated during this time, putting it in the best way, because babies are over there. But I was very activated, like highly activated. And not only that, but because I was activated, I had experiences of them depths of activations, if you know what I mean. I had a good time. I had a good time. Not only that, but I attempted to, step out of my comfort zone. I attempted to get my hair done. I travelled to London by myself. I've never done that before, so I know people travel a lot and do a lot of stuff, but this was all new to me. I felt like I was literally becoming a new person, doing things I loved. We were going on family outings. The weather was so nice. And yeah, as I said, I was highly, highly, highly activated. In that time, I also had a defeat. When I went to get my hair done, they messed up my hair, messed it up. So me being me, having an Aries sun, I was like, no, it's gotta go. So I cut it all off. I cut it all off, and we started again fresh. So I saw just like, oh, whoa. Not only that, but within this month too, Father's Day happened. And for those who know, I'm not with my children's dad anymore, but we co-parent so well. And it was Father's Day, and I made him a meal and it was nice. It was a 3-course meal. So I really kind of enjoyed that. I felt like, because having unhealthy co-parenting stuff, and I'm not saying everyone's out here to make meals for, no, you do whatever you feel you like to do. But for me, it was a token of appreciation and a thank you for all that he's done. And I feel that that was like an alchemization through this Cetus energy, because it's like, no, I don't want all the toxic co-parenting type of things. I want healthy relationships, and healthy relationships shows appreciation. So it's like that happened within the energy. I also made my mom and dad, it was their birthday, like a lovely fruit cake. I love giving when I can, and if I can make anything with my hands, it's like, oh, this is amazing. I made like a fruit cake out of pineapple and watermelon and different fruits. It was like a 3-piece cake of different fruits, a platter. It was so nice. The weather was lovely. My hair was cut then. My hair was cut. I was wearing Ethiopian garments because my dad brought me that. So on his birthday, I always like to wear something Ethiopian. And yeah, I had this big transformation basically. And then not only that, but my biggest part was, as I had cut off my hair, I was feeling very insecure, because I was used to hair and it, and I was feeling insecure. I was like, why did this happen? It was something I'd always wanted to do anyway, kind of cut my hair short, see what it looks like, and then regrow it again. I just wasn't ready for it at that time. But it's like these energies were like, no, it's transformation time, girl, you're going. And I'd cut my hair off, and it's like, I've even got videos and stuff. Maybe I'll put little clips on when I'm editing this if it's not so hard, or I'll put them as shorts. But I really had to take time to regain and rebuild my confidence through that. So it's like I'd record myself, try to take videos, and to just see my beauty without the hair, because I think that's so important. Like, this is not me, it's not me, but this, well, beyond this is, and I feel like, because I had no hair, I feel I had to get to that point. And this was all happening within the Cetus energy. And because Pisces is my sign, Pisces is close to Cetus anyway, it's basically that they're connected, and Jupiter favors Pisces, so it was amplified for me. It was definitely amplified. So what am I seeing? That is what's happened. I'm not out here predicting futures or saying that this is going to be the case. I'm literally learning. We're learning, people. So I'm just seeing like this is another time to alchemize, because look, it's like the luminary wandered through it and then it retrograded. So it's like, okay, no, we're going back over all that you've kind of alchemized and we're doing it again. We're doing it again. So this is why, please look at what happened between that time. It was in there for quite a while. It would have been in there for a bit and then retrograded backwards. So, and I'm more than sure it was during the retrograde. I'm more than sure it was when Jupiter started retrograding through Cetus again, when I cut my hair off. It's like that's when the defeat happened. I'm not 100% sure on the dates, but I'm more than so. But anyway, this week it's lasting for just under 2 weeks. So Jupiter will be in Cetus for just under 2 weeks, 13 days. So, and there's no retrograding happening. So in essence, I'm seeing amplification, alchemization. During this period, change will happen. Well, I'm talking from what's happened last year. But I'm seeing during this period, change can happen. Doors may open where you're stepping in or acting out the version you see yourself in your reality. Doors may open up to say, oh, okay, this is allowing me to do that, because that's what I noticed previously. I don't want to talk too much on that though. Let's just observe, see how it goes, because I spoke a lot about the past. But let's see how it goes. I'm truly seeing an alchemization, a change of a gathering of all the energies, and just like, okay, this is what I have to do. Because not only that, the whole hair cutting and the whole hair situation, there was a period of time my body was shaking. I went to go visit my brother because I meant to have a photo shoot in London, so I stayed with my brother, and at night my body was internally shivering. So it's hot, you know, I'm warm, but inside I'm cold. So that shown me my DNA was restructuring and changing, and literally, quite literally, alchemizing. I had to come to a different version of myself because everything was going wrong. How could I look on that situation? Would I have become the victim, like, or am I stepping up and alchemizing that shit? Like, what's going on? And I alchemized it. I felt literally my DNA, the waters in my body restructuring, and that's why I was getting the internal shivers. And yeah, it's like during this time afterwards, I've then became more of that person. So it's like, it's alchemizing time again, buddy. Not only that, but last point, what also come up during this Cetus period, I found the sky. I found the sky. I had no clue. It was during this time, I'm outside having my sky time and weed, breeze, ting and ting, and I'm looking at the sky, and then it clicked. I was like, oh, it's meant to be in, I'm sure it should have been Leo season, but it was still Cancer season. And I've gone up and I'm like, because I remember, it's like, oh, I found an app. I remember someone saying, oh yeah, they just look up. So I was like, they look up, what could it be called? I'm typing in random stuff on the app store, and then I found Sky View, and I'm like, this must be it. So then I've just downloaded it and I've looked up and I've like, it's not even Leo season though, it's still Cancer. So then that's when it clicked for me, and it was in the Cetus alchemization process. So this is what I'm saying. I'm seeing alchemizing coming on a next level here. But let's breeze through this because it's already long. So Mercury as well is entering Capricorn on the 11th. So our communication style, our thought process, the way we exchange energy in essence will be based around the Capricorn lens. So it's the perfect balance there to set solid foundations. You'll be exchanging money in a way, you'll be communicating your thought process. It's the messenger from God. It just stopped recording, but it will be around solid foundations. And then going in the moon, the mover of our emotions, it will be moving from Cancer into Leo on the 5th. So Cancer is close to the heart, fueler of the 4th house, which is home and family. So something sentimental, your mover of emotions, may come up on that day. It is a full moon on this day, the 5th. No, the 6th. I think it's the 5th into the 6th. It's going to be a Leo full moon anyway. And after probably noticing, oh yeah, this is of value to my heart, the Cancer, the Leo, the I am energy, heart on the sleeve, is like, nah, this is truly who I am. So as this is going on, your mover of emotions is in Leo, like, this is truly who I am. Within this whole alchemization process in Cetus, as it begins, and then Virgo comes along, which is the maiden, and it's how they would like to serve and give their love. Once you've decided in your heart, you begin alchemizing. You then make up the decision. Your emotions will be moving you in a way where you will focus and looking at the details. You'll know methodically. Your emotions, your intuition will be on point. You'll know methodically because you'll be in the details of stuff with this Virgo energy. And you would have decided and known really how this whole alchemization thing is going to take place. So that is it essentially for this week. And of course, coming back to the present time, which is now, the moon right now currently will be in, obviously I'm a day ahead, but it will be in Gemini, or it's touching into Gemini right now as I speak. So it will be in Gemini. So anticipate like more the communication side. We've kind of gone over Gemini before, but if you're feeling that mode, then just go with the flow. Gemini ruler, fueler, Mercury fuels it too, so based on money, communication and exchange of energy in essence. So that is the overall energy, and it will stay in that until it touches into Cancer. So pay attention to your communication style, what could come up, which may be like leading to, okay, this is like close to home here as it goes into the end of the week. But yeah, with that being said, that is the end of this transmission. I do hope it helped. Do let me know if you would like a free copy of January, February and March. I know we've already passed January, but you can always go back and look. If you would like a free copy of the first 3 months, let me know. It's available very soon. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Also, do stay tuned for when this is fully available to come out anyway. Look, there's May. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Angel out.